So an old friend of mine sent me a text yesterday. Have you heard any of the new Judas Priest? Rob Halford sounds amazing. I was like, no, I guess I haven't checked it out yet. And he proceeded to send me some links, but then he said, the first song you have to check out is The Serpent and the King, because not only does he still got it, but he sounds better than he ever has. And I was like, that can't be possible. I haven't listened to the song yet, but I actually have quite a rich history with Judas Priest. Years ago, I did a project where I played all the instruments and sang 3 songs. And you can hear those songs by following the link in the video description. And they're classic songs, but I'm not going to ruin the surprise by telling you which ones they are. Let's check in on 72-year-old Rob Halford, first by listening to a brief portion of an interview to get an idea of his speaking voice at this point. A fantastic interview by Metal Pilgrim, by the way. Here's an excerpt.
Hello, Metal Pilgrim. Hello, everybody. I'm doing great, man. I'm so excited to see you again, to be with you again, and to talk about everything in the Judas Priest metal sphere.
Clearly, his speaking voice is intact. It sounds great, sounds smooth. But remember, especially with these types of singers, they are a vocal character. They are a musical actor. And what he sounds like there isn't a lot different from anybody else. Yet, historically, his voice has been immaculately different than anybody else's. Oh, yeah! May I just say that it's super awesome to hear like this style with really modern recording techniques. Hits. Yes, I'm surprised he sounds that good. Part of me's wondering if there's did they, have him sing and then use AI to de-age him? But I really don't think that's the case. This shows you, this is proof right here that high mix, aggressive singing is sustainable with the right approach. And I've been saying that for years, and it's interesting because, there's people on both sides, right? We've seen age be much kinder to some singers from this era than others. However, we have to take into consideration all the other factors. Drug use, how much they took care of themselves, and yes, their technique. Rob Halford clearly understands what good technique is, has learned about his body, and is able to continue going and going and going. This is absolutely incredible. I'm so happy for him. Let's break down his approach and make it a little less godlike and a little more accessible to all of us mere mortal vocalists. Let's get the pitches. Idols! That's high. Idols to the world! Idols to the world! Now, I'm going to practice growing that. Oh! Good closure, because that's at the root of what is helping Rob do his thing. Good chord closure. Idols to the world! Oh! Just get the notes any way you can in a good closure head voice. Not this. Idols to the world! You want to be able to conserve air by not dumping all of it in your head voice. Idols! That's not going to fly. Then we're going to grow it by making it brash. Yes, with the technique I've talked about all over the place. Some people call it twang. I call it dying cat. This allows us to compress our head voice, which is the essence of a clean high mix. If you're getting the coordinations lined up correctly. Idols to the then there's a lot of shaping happening with the mouth, with the throat. We're going to lengthen a little bit with our throat, yawn it a bit. Idols to the world! Then we're going to shape it with our mouth. Idols to the world! Smile a bit more. Idols to the world! And now finally, we're going to add compression to the point. So compression. Idols to the world! To the point where, and you'll feel this if you have things lined up correctly. Idols to the world! There's going to be a little bit of that. Oh, is my voice going to crack? If you feel like your voice is going to crack, add a bit more support and shape the tone a little bit differently, and you'll find the right balance. This is why he can go so high, sound so powerful, and do it for a whole song. Although later in that interview, he does go, oh, I'm going to have to sing Serpent and the King live. So, idols to their world! Manifesting anger! Balancing compression with head voice and support. None of this is possible without proper support and being able to feel out where the energy is supposed to come from. If you would like help dialing in your support and understanding how airflow is your best friend when learning how to do these things with your voice, click the link below in the video description or the pinned comment, and I will help you figure this out. The way his consistency and relative inconsistency, which I'll unpack in a little while, is absolutely incredible. And he's 72. Again, this just shows the value of the approach. It's not that he does just have an amazing voice, but he's trained and mindful. Oh, that was cool. Sake, just for heaven's sake. It's almost spoken. Just for heaven's sake. They play with stars and sulfur just for heaven's sake. That is that classic flirt with your vocal break. Again, shaping the tone with our mouth and vocal tract. But we're leaning into that vulnerability to get that extra grit out of it. And it really helps that he's on sort of a spoken word there. That's something he's been doing forever. Break! I love that he's broken on break. I still can't believe I'm listening to someone so old do this sound. It's absolutely awesome. Ooh. I think so far I'm most excited about that tone. I mean, the high stuff is amazing, but listen to this is a low mix. Let's listen to that again. That's beautiful sounding singing. We've got some layers and stuff. We've got doubling on the high stuff too, but listen to this posture again. Chang! The serpent and the king! The serpent and the king! And then what's so cool about it too is you have Serpent and the King, and then you have the guitar doing the major third while the vocalist has dwelled on the minor third. Oh, what a really tasteful musical decision by the soloist. The serpent and the king. open King is, but it's not Serpent and the King. This is lighter. This is an upper mix. The Serpent, a darker sound. The Serpent and the King. No. Serpent and the King. No, which is really more of his posture up there. He is allowing himself to pull his chest a little bit. King! And then he's opening that vowel. King, King! The Serpent and the King! The Serpent and the King! Ugh. It's really a connected sound, and it's belted, and it's smooth. That, I honestly, that part right there blows me away that someone of his age has that much freedom and elasticity with his voice, Serpent and the King, to be able to exist in that lower middle mix upper chest. That's awesome. King! I love his vibrato too. Yeah! Part of what's giving us this classic Priest sound is the doubling that happens up there. The variances and imperfections as he's doing, sliding up to that higher note there. As he's doing that, the other track is doing it at a slightly different time, slightly different pitch. So that gives us some depth that we wouldn't hear if it was just one of him singing into a microphone. That said, longer! It goes back to the way he shapes things that makes it so meaty. Sympathies! 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 Sympathies no longer! Yeah! He can be a bit more on that really high note because of the doubling, but also because he's grounding in that lower, but not much lower. No! Yeah. As I ground lower and lower, change my placement and change my resonance, the listener's ear, and this happens with vocalists all the time. Chris Cornell is one of the best at this. The listener's ear tends to warm up those higher notes. Sympathies no longer! Versus sympathies no longer! I'm not grounding it in something that is as pleasant or as controlled. So if I can go off the handle and go down like this, I've strung the listener along with mystery and sculpting of my vocal palette. Love it. Oh, listen to the word hate. Hate. It's like we sigh, we have this false chord. Is that right? Absolutely. We start with that sort of sound. And then go into that mixed coordination, but it's an air dump caught by my false chords. So we kind of want to like frustrated sigh, and then combine those two approaches. this song. Oh, so the vocalist did it that time. I was just imitating the guitar. I thought that would happen again, but that's cool. So the vocals hit that major third. Listen. Soon! The end is coming soon! Serpent and the King! Soon, King! Oh, what amazing writing. He's got that harmony up there too. That's awesome. Love those kind of guitar lines, by the way. Banking on the alternate picking. But not everything is. It's not all picked. There's certain legato notes in there. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Listen how he says leader. Leader! Leader! Leader? No, leader. He gives it this sinister sound, but it also helps the thickness of the word and the note. Leader! Because he goes from that to leader! You wouldn't be able to do that with leader! Doesn't quite work the same. He knows how to shape vowels in a way that are going to give him the most thickness when he wants it. Yeah. Right. I also like the fate. Very nasal there. And then connecting it to your sigh. Oh no, he leaves it light there. I was thinking he, like he was doing with sake and hate. Hate! But no, he leaves it light. I just love the tonality of his voice there. Absolutely love it. They are more than back. Absolutely mind-blowingly incredible. Those vocals. I am going to love this new album. If Rob Halford can do this stuff at age 72, you are not too old to learn new things with your voice. If you'd like help doing that in a non-judgmental and freeing way, click the link below in the pinned comment or the video description, and I'll help you pull things out of your voice you never knew were there.